Hello and welcome everybody to another ACCP STEP podcast. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome Dr. Kacey Anderson. Dr. Kacey Anderson, please introduce yourself to our members.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning into another STEP podcast. My name is Kacey Anderson. I am a senior clinical pharmacologist at Gilead Sciences. Prior to joining Gilead, I received my PhD from the University of Pittsburgh in pharmaceutical sciences. And I joined Gilead in 2016, so I'm just about to reach my 4-year anniversary with the company.
Awesome. Yeah. So, Kacey, you also are the STEP committee co-chair together with me. So we have been really working very well together over the past 2 years now, I believe, on the STEP committee. So it has been incredible.
It's been incredible, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. So can you briefly describe your work and your research, how you transitioned from your graduate school work to your current position at Gilead?
Yes. So my current title is Senior Clinical Pharmacologist 1 at Gilead. And in this role, I support several development programs for inflammation small molecules. So I work on both early and late stage clinical subteams. I'm designing and developing clinical study protocols as well as clinical study reports. And I also conduct some PK analysis following the completion of clinical studies. I'm serving on project teams as a clinical pharmacologist representative and working with a number of cross-functional individuals to strategize on developing compounds within the inflammation therapeutic area. And then most recently, I've been involved with a number of regulatory submissions, both in the preparation and submission of new drug applications for a compound that's seeking approval for rheumatoid arthritis across a number of markets.
Oh, wonderful. So this transition from graduate school now into research and then also regulatory affairs, how did you get then into the clinical pharmacology field?
Yeah, so it took me a bit of time to really figure out exactly what field I wanted to be in. So I was a chemistry major in undergrad. I enjoyed research, but I knew I didn't want to be a chemist, and I knew I wanted to have more of a health focus. So for me, following undergrad, I received an intramural research training award from the National Institutes of Health. And that gave me a wonderful opportunity to spend 2 years conducting research in a highly translational lab that was focused on clinical pharmacology. So that experience really solidified for me that I wanted to pursue a career in clinical pharmacology.
It's awesome. Yeah. So really this translational aspect and this interdisciplinary aspect, tying it together, that obviously helped you to really break into this field of clinical pharmacology. That's wonderful. So what advice would you then give students or really those who are in their early stages of getting into clinical pharmacology to actually engage with this field? How can they break into clinical pharmacology given different backgrounds?
Right. I think network is a huge important piece of advice that I always give people. I think it's really important to start while you're a student or trainee, and I think it continues to be important during your early stage career. Many of the opportunities I've had were based on connections and people I had fostered a network with early on. And I think also that's why organizations such as ACCP are a fantastic opportunity for trainees and early professionals, because it gives you that opportunity to meet people and across really a wide range of careers. So I think networking is really important as you're trying to break into clinical pharmacology.
Wonderful. Yeah, I couldn't agree more really on that. So we are currently in a little bit of a different state, and but what are you doing when you are not working? How do you balance work life, considering that it can be all consuming at times?
It certainly can be all consuming at times. And it's a unique time right now for sure. I'd say, so in general, I love staying active. When I'm not at work, I like being outdoors. Hiking, walking, biking are all really fun for me. And, you know, I'll be honest, I'm still learning how to balance these activities with work. It can be a challenge. You know, it's funny, when I was a student trainee, I remember thinking, oh, maybe I'll have more time to dedicate to things at my next stage. And then, of course, you get into the work world and you find you're as busy as ever. So I think it's easy to always say you'll find time later, but the reality is you won't find time if you don't make time. So I think, of course, that's easier said than done, but, you know, just making that time for yourself and keeping a balance. I think ultimately, I believe that having some balance between work and life will make you happy and more productive in your professional career. So I think it's really important to dedicate that time and take some time for yourself and, you know, whatever activities you enjoy doing outside of work.
Yeah, we all not getting younger after all. And if we don't, you know, balance that a little bit and do what we really want to do, I think, and not delay it until we retire, because
exactly,
you know,
completely agree.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kacey. I mean, outdoors is now is the time. It's late April, beginning of May is the time to be outdoors. Well, not necessarily in every area, but
yeah, we're fortunate to have. We've had some sunny, nice weather in California recently, but I think it's still cold in parts of the country.
Yeah, wonderful. So thank you so much for taking the time today. And I really enjoyed our time together on the STEP committee. I know it's coming to an end now. The elections or the new committee assignments are coming up. But thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you so much, Oliver. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for interviewing me. And it's been so much fun working on the STEP committee together. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.